So as you can see right now, you can see the difference. The one on the left is blunt, the one on the right is feathered. So the one on the right is what you want to have at the end. Hi beauties, Fabulously Nappy here, and I've got another video for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time here, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell beside it to turn on your post notifications so that you do not miss another upload. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in again. So today's video is about showing you guys how to stretch hair to give it that feathered look. You know, right now it's looking blunt, as you can see, all same length, but the feathered look is going to give it, you know, different lengths so that, you know, when you braid you have that big to small finishing. So this is the first method, is the pulling method. As you can see, I'm just pulling out small pieces of the hair, and I'm not pulling it to any specific length because the essence of feathering the hair is to give it different length so that, you know, it just, you know, has a smooth finishing as compared to a blunt one. So I'm just pulling out small pieces, and I'm going to do that for the entire bundle. For this video, I'm using 2 equal pieces, you know, to demonstrate this. So this is the first piece, doing the first method. As you can see, that pulling is giving it the, you know, the feathered look already. So I'm just going to speed this up and complete this bundle, and then I'll move over to the second method. Okay, I'm done feathering. So I've applied my hair oil as you saw me do. I'm just taking my brush right now to detangle. I'm brushing through the hair to, you know, take out any knots and tangles, and I'm brushing from bottom, from the ends going up like I would normally do for natural hair. That is to prevent, you know, more tangling and all of that and shedding. So yeah, I'm gonna brush thoroughly until I have all the knots out and I have a completely smooth hair. I just want to remind you at this point that if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead to subscribe to my channel, like this video as well, comment down below, all the good stuff, and continue watching. So I'm just nipping off the ends, that, you know, that really tiny end. I always do that, I don't know why, but I always do. So as you can see right now, you can see the difference. The one on the left is blunt, the one on the right is feathered. So the one on the right is what you want to have at the end. And once it's feathered, you can use it to braid. Another thing, as you can see, the feathered one is longer than the blunt one. So that's another reason why you should do feathering, because, you know, feathering gets it stretching gets it feathered, and it also gives it some more length. Those are 2 good things. Those are 2 reasons why we feather hair. So I'm moving over to the second method. So what I do is I pull it apart from the middle, turn it, place it directly on top, like place it on top, but then I pull one side. You see that? So the lengths are not even anymore. That's the reason why you pull one side. So pull apart, place it directly on top of the other piece under. Like you turn it first, place it on top of the piece under, and then pull one end so that it's not the same length, and you repeat that process. I hope that makes sense. If my explanation doesn't make sense, just watch what I'm doing and you can, understand it better. So diving into, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna go into giving you guys the differences in both methods. So turning it, like doing the turning method gives the hair more length as compared to doing the pulling method. Yes, it does give it more length from my experience, because I've been doing this for a while, so I know. Another thing is that when you're turning it, the hair doesn't tangle as much as when you're doing the pulling method. As you saw from the start, like when I did the pulling method and I was doing the brushing, it was tangling a lot. Like there were tangles on it. But you see this one, I just did the turning. You see it's being feathered already. So I did the turning. This is the turning method, and then my hands, like I can run my hands through it, no tangles. Well, there's a little bit of tangling, but not as much as when you do the pulling, So what I'm just going to do right now is to apply oil on the hair, brush it, and then continue doing the turning method. So that's another difference. For the turning method, you have to do it over and over, like a couple of times, to get it really feathered, as compared to the pulling method. The pulling method, you just got to pull. Once you pull the strands all and you're done with the piece, that's it. You don't need to go over and do pulling again. So you just need to pull one time through, you brush it, and it's good to go. Another difference is that, like I mentioned earlier, when you do the turning method, the hair doesn't tangle as much as when you do the pulling. So as a result of that, there's not much shedding. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys the pieces, like the shedding I got from the pulling method as compared to the shedding method, as compared to the turning method, sorry. So the turning, when you're doing the turning, there's no much tangles, and as a result, there's no much shedding. As compared to when you do the pulling, when you pull it, there's a lot of tangling, and as you're brushing it out, the hair is shedding a lot too. So that's pretty much like a major difference. How much shedding you get and the length you get, those are the two major differences. So with turning, you don't get much shedding, you get more length, whereas with pulling, you get more shedding and less length as compared to the other method. I'm starting to feel like I'm rambling right now, but I hope it's making sense so far. So yeah, that is the hair looking feathered. I did it a couple of times, as you saw me do. So I'm just going to show you guys both pieces. They're both feathered, but obviously the one that I pulled is more feathered than the one that I am doing the turning. But turning gives it more length as compared to pulling. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm just brushing out the hair to show you guys, that both pieces get feathered. Whichever method you use, it gets feathered. Yeah, I just remembered another thing. So another thing is, with the pulling method, since when you pull, you don't get as much length. When you pull it, you don't get as much length as when you turn it. So most people, they would pull it and then do a little bit of turning so that it gets a little bit longer, like get some length out of it. Yeah. So personally, I like to do the turning method first because the hair gets longer. Second, it doesn't tangle as much. Third, it doesn't shed as much. And fourth, which is very important, doing the turning method, like knowing how to do the turning method, allows you to do color blending. When you want to do a custom color, say you want to merge pink and red, I don't know how that looks, but if you want to do something like that, you're going to do it the turning method, because that's how to do it. You're not going to do it pulling. No, you're going to do the turning method. So I'd advise that you know both. Even if you like to do the pulling method, I'd advise that you know how to do the turning method as well, because that's what you'll be needing to use for the color blending, to do a custom color. So yeah, either ways, whether you're doing pulling or turning, the hair gets feathered. So yeah, that's basically it about this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, please leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, drop them below and I'll be there to answer. If you don't, well, you can still say hi or hello, just so I know that you watched this video. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell beside it to turn on your post notifications, so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be notified and can come and watch. Also, give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And also share it, share the video. Someone out there might be needing a tutorial on how to stretch hair, so please share the video. So right now I'm just showing you guys the different amount of shedding that I got from both pieces. So the one on the right, as you can see, is much. That's the one I got from pulling, and the one on the left, which is small, that's what I got from turning. So yeah, that's it. See you guys in my next video. Bye.
Get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time.